Welcome to Beyond Just Money. My name is Samta, and today with us we have the head of content of 𝐊𝐴LKIND Media, Ms. Nidhi Sinha, as our guest speaker. Welcome to Beyond Just Money, Nidhi.
Thanks, Samta, for having me on the show.
So, Nidhi, today we will talk about opportunities in the UK's EV market. Now, the global automotive industry is chalking out plans to make electric vehicle, or EV as we say, mobility solutions, a success. And the UK in particular is aiming to ready its EV infrastructure by 2024. So Nidhi, considering the rapidly evolving market, people looking to buy new cars are now contemplating settling for EVs. So what's your take on that?
Yes, Samta, the EV market is growing rapidly globally, and it's also seeing huge demand in the UK. Most of the new car buyers are in fact looking for EV vehicles now. In recent months, Samta, UK has partnered with private groups to take part in building EV charging stations in the country. This is happening because by 2030, the sale of combustion engine cars, which run on gasoline and diesel, would not be allowed. The government announced so in November 2020. In addition, Samta, the British government has also approved £1.8 billion for EV infrastructure projects and grants.
So who are the players in the EV market currently, if you talk about?
So thanks to the government's proactive attitude, Samta, global automakers such as Tesla and NIO are leading the charge in the UK EV market. Meanwhile, Daimler AG 2 unveiled its flagship electric car recently. The competition is getting definitely fierce in the segment as global manufacturers are pitching in. Overall, the EV market is maturing rapidly, and private players are now seizing the EV investment opportunity to reap benefits in the future.
Well, that's absolutely right, Nidhi, and the EV market is definitely getting hotter, as we can see. So if we can take our listeners through some stocks which are directly or indirectly related to the EV market and might be considered by investors seeking capital appreciation?
Absolutely, Samta. You know, new technology doesn't just bring new investment opportunities for businesses, but it also brings a lot of opportunities for stock market investors. So I'll take our listeners through a few stocks that do look promising in this space. The first one is Scottish Mortgage Investment Trust. This fund that is listed on FTSE 100 has a knack for investing in some exciting new businesses such as EVs that present deep competitive advantages and growth opportunities, Samta. To get into the numbers of this trust, during the first half of the financial year 2021, the company delivered a higher gain on investment, which resulted in significantly higher net return per ordinary share. Driven by higher net return, the company proposed a higher dividend of 1.45 pence per share in the first half of 2021 when you compare it to the same period in the previous year. The company's cash position also increased significantly, Samta, along with its well-positioned balance sheet. SMT, has more than doubled the investors' money in the past 1 year and has a market capitalization of around £17,470 million, Samta.
That's right, Nidhi. And so if we talk about that, which is the next stock that is worth watching on the back of the EV exuberance, what would you suggest?
Next on the list, Samta, is Johnson Matthey, which is a major chemical company. Johnson Matthey Group's operating performance for 2021 is likely to be around the higher end of market expectations. Despite a backdrop of higher average precious metal prices, the company has managed to keep its net debt under £850 million. The company is also directing its cash flow from more established businesses to new green technologies that will facilitate decarbonization and sustainability, such as battery materials and hydrogen technologies. Further, Samta, the company's new market division specializes in designing battery materials and fuel cell technologies for the automotive sector. Within battery materials, the company is on track to roll out its first commercial plant that develops high nickel cathode material. The company is also developing fuel cells technology and expects a 20% upside in its sales for the full year. It has also entered an MOU with a key European automotive supplier for the long-term supply of parts for an array of automotive, non-automotive, and stationary applications. The company is chalking out plans for capacity expansion, and it recently doubled its manufacturing capacity in the UK and China. Its shares have delivered stellar returns of over 62% in the past 1 year, and the company has a market capitalization of around £6,130 million, Samta, which kind of is positive.
Well, to wrap up, Nidhi, which is the last stock to look at?
The last on the list is TI Fluid Systems. The company provides thermal management and fuel tank systems for combustible engines, hybrid and electric power terrains. TIF's proprietary technology has a lot of application in EVs compared to conventional cars. So the company is focused on developing cleaner, greener mobility solutions and therefore is keen on developing hybrid electric vehicles and battery electric vehicles, Samta. During the fourth quarter of 2020, Samta, the company launched thermal fluid management products for Volkswagen's battery electric vehicles. In addition, the company designed a new generation pressure-resistant plastic fuel tank for the company's China's hybrid electric vehicle models. TIF's shares have delivered stellar returns of over 100%, if you can believe it, in the past 1 year. The company has a market capitalization of around £1,602 million, Samta.
Well, thank you so much, Nidhi, for taking our listeners through the top 3 EV investment opportunities from the UK stock market. EV is certainly an interesting and upcoming space to watch for.
Thank you, Samta. It's definitely an interesting segment to watch.
Well, to our listeners who want to listen to this podcast again, please log on to our website, that is 𝐂𝐴LKindmedia.com, or you could also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Do not forget to share and hit that bell icon for latest notifications. Until we see you next with yet another insightful episode of Beyond Just Money, as we always say, stay apprised and invest wise. With 𝐂𝐴LKIND, your best guide.